Hello, fellow guitar players. Hi guys, Greg Allen with you once again to talk to you about a subject that's been on YouTube for quite some time. But before I get into all that, look what I'm playing. Yeah, this is the Pacifica, the Yamaha Pacifica that I reviewed quite a while ago, and I made it into a Stevie Ray Vaughan #1 replica, and it turned out really kind of cool. So I'm really kind of happy with the way that it turned out. Look at that. I made all the stickers myself and everything. I bought nothing new for this. Used all the original parts. And yeah, I like it. So anyway, it is a hot one here in northeastern Ohio, and if I'm wiping my forehead quite a bit, that's why. It's hot down here in the studio. But, excuse me, allergies too. But I wanted to talk to you about something that's been on YouTube quite a bit. Make sure that I got my thing running here. Yep, we're running. And I want to talk wood. Yeah, that again. Every guitar player that's been doing reviews and so forth have been talking Tonewoods. And I know folks have been wondering how I weigh in on the subject, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you. I'm going to try to put some pictures up here. Over here to my left would be your right. In the upper corner of your video screen there. I did a poll, and here's what I found out. Before I get even into that, because the whole idea has been, people have been talking about, well, you know, mahogany sounds warmer than ash, and you know, if you want a warmer tone, you should have a mahogany body, and maple caps on a mahogany body can sometimes cause a brighter tone, or if you have some sort of different type of cap on there, it changes the entire tone of the instrument. And so Scott Grove came out and talked about that, and some pretty compelling arguments he had on there. And I love Scott Grove, got nothing bad to say about him, got nothing bad to say about anybody, actually. I see there's a lot of guitar playing opinions out there, and I've always said my channel's about my opinion. Nobody else's. I can't form an opinion for you, don't mean to. I'm just telling you what I like and what I think. So people are wondering how I weigh in on the matter of Tonewoods. And then there was another channel that I watch, Anderton's Music with Rob Chapman. Rob Chapman has his own lines of guitars, and if you watch Chappers and the Captain, they have a lot of great guitar reviews, and I'd love to be able to go to the UK and visit their store because it looks pretty awesome, and I'd like to meet those guys. And they review pedals and stuff like that. They had their own Tonewood discussion. Again, some very compelling arguments. They had two Anderson, excuse me, not Andertons, they had two Chapman guitars. One of them I can't remember what it was made out of, the other one was made out of mahogany. I want to say it was either ash or basswood, I can't remember. But they had a little bit of difference in tone in there, and I'm not trying to tell you where I'm swaying one way or the other yet. In fact, I might not even tell you where I stand on the matter, because that's not important, because here is the point that I'm trying to make. First of all, this guitar, and I can't remember what it's made out of, but it might even be basswood, but pretty decent guitar, and it sounds pretty good. And let me move aside here and you can see what I'm playing through. I've got my orange Crush amplifier, and I'm playing through my DOD G7 effects processor. Got it on my Anarchy setting that I like. And that's the bridge setting. Here's the neck. Whoop, or there was the neck. I lost something there. But here's my point. Let me grab a different guitar. This is my Ibanez Geo that I gemmed up. There's not as a blurry of a video that time, so you can see that. This is what this one sounds like. bit different of a tone, and is it made out of different wood? I don't think so. I think it's the same type of wood. But the difference I'm seeing is in the pickups too. So, you know, now here's, again, where the rubber meets the road. What if you're playing one of these? Think that makes a difference of Tonewood? I would think so. Put that over there. Whoops, did I shut you off? No, you're on. Okay. Yeah, my little Squire acoustic. So, Tonewood definitely matters. Sorry. Tonewood, I believe, definitely matters in acoustic guitars. And we could even talk about how it could make a difference in electric guitars, because Chappers and the Captain had a great video that made some great points about, you know, Tonewoods in the Chapman guitars. Scott Grove made some great points about it doesn't matter, it matters on what kind of strings you're using, what kind of pickups you use. I don't remember the names of these strings, but they're, so you can see they're hot pink to match the pickups. The pickups are Dragonfire Screamers. In the Pacifica, those are Pacifica stock pickups with GHS guitar boomers. So here's my point. I did a poll. Now, I'm an operations trainer for a company here in northeastern Ohio, and I usually train anywhere between 25 to 35 people in a room. So most of these people are not musicians. So I got together with these people and I got in front of them before I started teaching, and I said, let me ask you guys a question. I'm going to take a poll. What's your favorite pop or rock song? They answered the question truthfully. And then I asked them what guitar was used on that song. They all looked at me like I had lobsters crawling out of my ears. Don't know, don't care. Okay, great. So if you do know the guitar that was used on it, and I probably ran into 3 people that actually knew, because I even did a poll on Facebook and from some coworkers. If they actually were guitar players and knew what type of guitar it was that was used, great. What kind of wood was it made out of? Could have been ash, could have been mahogany, I don't know. Right. Do you care what kind of wood it was made out of? No, I like the song. Point taken. It's another person I listen to, Pixie Licks, on YouTube. Check his videos out. I'm going to put some links down below for these guys, by the way. He said that most people don't care about what kind of guitar is being used. Only guitar players care about what kind of guitars are being used. And I'm going to take it a step further, or what kind of materials they're made out of. Point is, the people listening to your music don't care what kind of guitar you use. They don't care what kind of materials that are made out of. Does it sound good to you? And does it sound good to your fans? That's the point. We're arguing back and forth about Tonewoods. Who cares? Who cares? That's my point. Really cares about, you know, who's listening to your music, what your guitar is, what kind of Tonewood it's made out of, that type of thing. That's kind of like the people who buy these Chinese rip-offs of Gibsons. Now, as much as you might be into, you know, well, you shouldn't buy anything that's not American made, especially if it has a company name on it, which I'm on your side, by the way. Is it a real Gibson or not? If you like the sound of it, who cares? My son plays a Samick Les Paul custom, and Les Paul copy, that is, and sounds great, and it's not a real Gibson Les Paul. It's a Les Paul copy, but it sounds good. So who else would care? Guitar players. I play a Epiphone Les Paul standard, and I've got a Fiore Les Paul standard copy that was made for me by a luthier here in town. The other one doesn't say Les Paul on it. The first one does, the other one doesn't. Who cares? Nobody. Only guitar players care. Oh, is that a real Les Paul? No, it's a Fiore that my friend made for me. Oh, okay. Why? Does it sound great? Yeah. Does it look great? Sure. Got a beautiful blue quilted top. It's beautiful. So, again, the point is, and I guess I'm just trying to make peace on YouTube between the guitar community here, but Tonewoods, who cares? Do you like the way it sounds? Do your fans like the way it sounds? If you do, play it. You know, it doesn't matter if you think that the Tonewood and electric guitar changes the sound or not. And from the evidence that I've seen from Chappers and the Captain and from Scott Grove and anyone else doing these videos, the change in tone is so minimal that by the time you play through all this stuff, your orange amplifier, your effects processor, what other else you have? I've got, you know, when I play in church, I play through 3 MXR pedals, I play through a Boss effects processor, and I play through a custom amp. So by the time my Tonewood goes through all that stuff, it doesn't matter anyway, because I've already altered the tone so much. It doesn't matter what my guitar is made out of. It can be made out of plexiglass. It could be made out of fiberglass. Doesn't matter. So, not to beat a dead horse here, but once again, my point is, guitar community, just get along with each other. It doesn't matter what the guitar is made of. What matters is, does it sound good to you? Does it sound good to your fans? And do you like the way it feels? That's the main thing. So, with another video, this is Gregg Allen. That's my take on Tonewoods. Oh, where do I stand on it? Who cares? Bye, everybody.